My Geeky Life.
Hi friends, and welcome back to another episode of Project Blunderhawk. Been a little while but we're beginning to get to the meat and potatoes part of this project. I think last time we had an update, we had put this bit together, this bottom bit together. Since then, this bit here, and we drilled the hole for the stand. Since then, we've put this bit on the back here. I've just glued it at the moment with super glue. I don't feel like there's need to have any additional support at the moment. I'm hoping that there's not a lot of stress on that part for it to be able to fall off. Plus, there's going to be some gap filling, so some of the what's it called, milli putt will hold some of the part in. There's some milli putt. We've done some milli putting around this part. We'll need to milli putt this part. We've started to paint the we've painted the inside, just basic paint at the moment, just dry brush of silver, and we've glued this part in. This is one of the next bits. Once I've put the top on and the wings on, then this will go on, and then we're ready to start spray painting the whole thing and doing the little bits like adding the missiles and the other bits on. So it's been slow going, but we're kind of at a threshold moment in the project. The second part, this bit here, is going to have to be pulled up by the top part. I'm gluing that together at the moment, so that when this glues back on, it's going to pull it slightly straighter. There's not a lot of play there, but there is some, because this part in total, I don't think it's dead straight, so this will have to be pulled up. We've put the top bit together now. We've got the driver's seats in. We've pinned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins. There's 3 at the top here, 1 in each side at the bottom, and there was a gap, a natural gap there, which we've glued a piece of plastic card into to add some extra hold. One bit we do need to do at the top before we start moving any further is this piece that goes on. You can see that there's a bump here. It needs filing down before this bit can go on straight. But hopefully once that's done, it's not too bad. We can add the top bit to the bottom bit after we've put the wings in. One other part we've done since is I'm going to eventually magnetize the landing gear so you can have it on or off, but for the sake of the event I've got coming on I'm just going to have it up for now. I've magnetized the patch, the foot to go on there. It doesn't fit perfectly, but it will do for now. There's bits of gap here, bit of gap, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's worth worrying about too much. They don't fit perfectly, to be honest. And then what we've done with the other one is we've also magnetized the foot into the position. So landing gear up to begin with. Once it's done for the event, after the event, I'll start working on a way to magnetize the landing gear. Also, we've added these engines on, and I've given it once over with primer, but still a lot of priming to do. And that's about it, I think, for this week. The next update probably will have most of the Blunderhawk together, and yeah, after that we're getting into sort of the little bits on the side. There are some bits, the front wings, the front stabilizers or wings, whatever they are, near the cockpit. They actually fit on pretty good. Some of the parts do seem to fit quite well, but a lot of the parts have been a bit of a pain to deal with, and needed a lot of work. So that's why probably a lot of the episodes of this series are going to be devoted to that initial work to get everything dry fitting properly, and so because putting the thing together, if it was just a perfectly fitting model, it probably wouldn't take that long. It's just you might have to, with these older kits now, you may have to put in a bit of work ahead of time to get the thing looking good at the end, to get the thing to fit at the end of the day. I think a friend of mine said that I probably had a bit of bad luck with it, and that might be true, but I'm quite happy with how it's coming together at the moment. It's a little bit more work, but in the end of the day, you just get a bit more. Once you've finished it, you're a bit more satisfied because of the work that you've put in. So yeah, hopefully next episode will be a good reveal of the thing. One of the next things I need to do is work on on a stand for it. I've got some ideas for that. You can buy sort of like decorative stands off of eBay that are pre-cut, and I think I'm going to go for wood, and I'm probably going to go for like a wider base with a more sturdy thing to hold the pole, rather than going for the extra weight option. I'll see how it turns out and see how balanced it is on what I get. And one other thing I've done is I've ordered a tray for KR from KR Multicase. They still do a tray. They don't do the box for it, unfortunately. That's going to have to be built. I'm going to have to build a box for the foam tray. Yeah, I think one of the trickier next bits will be trying to paint the thing, or trying to find a way to paint the thing where it's not resting too much on like surfaces that will rub the paint off, because the resin doesn't hold the primer very well. So if you put it down on even a cardboard surface, it's gonna rub the paint off in places. So once it's primed and then had a layer of paint put on it, you have to figure out I'm gonna have to figure out something to rest the whole model on whilst it gets painted, or have it on, or if I've bought an additional stick, that maybe I could use the stick to hold it whilst I paint it. Yeah, that's going to be tricky. Not too worried about the painting of it. It is a large model, but I've painted plenty of tanks. I'm going to airbrush the base coat, and then the details I think will be mostly fine. So yeah, that's all for this week. And yeah, I will post another episode once we've got another update. It probably will be looking a lot more like a Blunderhawk at that point, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for sticking with the series, and yeah, I'll be back soon.